Although I feel ridiculously heavy and unfit, I'm happy.
So the fast post van just arrived and brought this big parcel, and inside it is 2 violins, and one of them is for one of my students. She called me yesterday to say that somebody had given her money so she could buy her own violin because they were impressed with how hard she was working at learning. So she's really excited, and I'm really excited for her because she would never have been able to buy her own one if that hadn't happened. So one of the violins in this box is for her, and the other one is for Novi Most, for another student. So let's see what it looks like.
I would have quite liked the keyboard that was in that box before it got sent from the music shop, but that's a totally another story.
And there's the receipt to show that it's all good and proper. This is a Valencia violin, which is the one for my student. This one is a Stentor student violin, which will be one of the Novi Most violins that we use to teach people. Ooh, snazzy. Okay. Ooh, sounds just lovely. Tune it, but I guess it's all good.
So last week I was trying to budge together bits of broken binding to keep our snowboards on the road, and a couple of days ago we were out, Rowan and I, doing something past a shop that sells off bits of second-hand snowboard, and I thought, you know what, we'll pop in and see if they can sell us some bindings. They had no bindings, but they had a bunch of snowboard decks, and I got tempted. Yeah, I guess it was the colours, and it was a little bit of the line art on it. So it's a second-hand board. It's come from a rental shop in Switzerland, found its way into Bosnia and Herzegovina. Do I need it? Well, maybe. The bottom of my snowboard the bottom's showing the scars of a few years of riding, 5 years in fact of riding, and you just never know. I'm trying to buy a bigger and bigger snowboard. This is bigger than that, although it doesn't actually look it when you stand it up against it. You can see, looking at that the new board is slightly bigger, better for riding in the deeper snow. But partly I was just taken by the colours. The cool thing about it is, for a second-hand board, there is barely a mark on the base, which is really cool. The edges are in serious need of attention. They are super rusty, but I can sort all that out. The point is, it cost £17, 40 something. For that, I think it's okay just to have splashed a little bit of cash. All we have to hope for now is a little bit more snow this year, so that I get a chance to get it all set up and get out and ride it. So, the time has come. Off for my first training run for the old 5k in Split. So as you can see, the thaw is really on in town. Everything is really slushy and horrible. My sparkling white, brand new, never running before trainers will probably not look so clean and tidy at the end of this, but that's why I bought them. I was super happy. I walked into the TK Maxx in Horsham thinking I want to buy some running shoes. There they were, like 70% off for the win. Kind of as much as anything, once you spent that money, you've got to make it worthwhile. Or your wife tells you, why did you spend that money? Motivation to run. And yeah, finally running. Well, not running, walking to meet some people to go running. so that's as far as we're going on the way out. Bit of walking, we're heading back into town. I'm still alive. Sweating. So, first training run of the year done. 4 kilometres at a 7:16 pace. Not bad. So it's not just my first training run of the year, it's the first proper running I've done in 5 years. And really the first proper running I've done in about 8. So the goal is to split 5k, which I'm signed up for at the end of the month. That was a 4k run, which did include some walking breaks in it, but we ran 4k in 29 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm pretty happy with that, because although I know I'm going to feel my legs tomorrow, if I can do 4k with a bit of walking on no training, give it a good month, going out 2 or 3 times a week, we'll be fine for the 5k. So although I feel ridiculously heavy and unfit, I'm happy. So I think that is it for this week's vlog. It just remains for me to say thanks very much for watching. Do give us a big thumbs up and share the love around. Remember to leave a comment or a question, and don't forget, together we do adventure. We'll see you next time.